Adab, Sat Shri Akal, Assalamu Alaikum. My dearest viewers and subscribers, today the world is celebrating Father's Day, and so are we, with one of the finest Bollywood celebrities. उनको लोग बंटू भी कहते हैं और राजू रस्तोगी भी और रुस्तम भी. He is none other than Mr. Sharman Joshi. So let's figure out what does he want to say on the Father's Day. So as you know that today's generation knows how to take small celebrations on the social media platform बहुत ही बड़ी तरीके से larger than reality. So Father's Day भी इस साल कुछ इसी तरीके से celebrate किया जाएगा. Was this the same case in your childhood? Was it the same matter of fact कि celebration इतने ही बड़े होते थे for Father's Day?
नहीं, शायद इतने बड़े नहीं होते थे और मेरी आपको यही सलाह है कि इतने बड़े ना भी हो, क्योंकि हमारे जो इंडियन कल्चर और ट्रेडिशन है जो सालों से, जहाँ हम लोग अपने माँ बाप के साथ बहुत ज़्यादा वक्त बिताते हैं, उनके साथ ही रहते हैं कई लोग, और कई लोग अगर न्यूक्लियस फैमिली की और भी बढ़ते हैं तो माँ बाप के साथ कनेक्शन कांस्टेंट रहता है. यूरोपियन और अमेरिकन वे ऑफ आई थिंक लिविंग एंड थिंकिंग इज दैट द किड्स मूव अवे एंड मे बी दे आर नॉट सो मच इन टच विद देयर पेरेंट्स, एंड सो दे हैव कॉइन्ड दिस स्पेशल डे वेयर दे Father's Day and Father's Day when they come and spend time with their parents. मेरा ख्याल है कि मेरे वक्त तो वो एहसास बहुत कम था और अभी भी मेरा ख्याल है होपफुली कम ही हो. अगर ज़्यादा है तो कम कीजिएगा and make an effort to constantly be in touch with your father or your mother, irrespective of what day it is.
As we know that you are 3 generations living together.
जी.
You, your father and your children.
जी.
So what are the similarities and differences among the 3 generations?
The similarities are that we all share the same values, I guess, at some level, because they've been passed on from my father and now towards the kids. The differences are that in spite of having the same value, we might have different opinions about those values, which is very strange. It's paradoxical. You might have the same sense and value for things, but still you might look at it differently. And what my father has always taught me is that you have to respect every opinion, and there's no one right way or wrong way of doing things. Things got to be done, and whichever way you approach it towards or approach it with, as long as the outcome is that you are you're getting the things done. So
ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ है जो आपने आपके पापा से सीखी है and you would like your children to learn from you?
I would like to bring up my kids like the way my father has brought me up. He's been there for me, and yet he's not been too invasive in how I lead my life or how I take the decisions in my life. So he has given me the power, so to say, and the strength to fly, and yet I know that someone's down there watching or looking at me and making sure that whenever I do fall, he'll be there to catch me. So that kind of safety net, that kind of sense of protection, that kind of security that he has created for me, and he shared his viewpoints of life but never forced them upon me. I'm trying to raise my children in the same fashion, and I hope my children raise their children in the same fashion eventually.
अगर एक मैसेज देना हो आपके पापा को और आपके बच्चों को, a common message, then what would that be?
Well, the message would be that what my father has taught me, that live every moment because life is very short, and make the most of every moment. And when you're feeling sad, feel sad. When you're feeling happy, be happy. And when you want to just ponder and do nothing, do that. It's not always important to be engaged in something or the other. My father always told me to stare out of the window and do nothing, and that's what I tell my kids to do when they get bored. And you learn a lot out of that. So that's what I'm now sharing with them only, what I've learned from my father. I'm sharing that with my father, what I've learned from him, because it might have been some time since I've told him this, and likewise for the kids.
Last question, a little filmy andaz mein. How does it feel from Bantu to Raju Rastogi to Rustam? Like you had portrayed all the three, generations. Like one when you were very young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is wonderful is that God has been kind. Also, I play characters, and then people almost believe me to be that particular be that kind of a person. So when I meet them personally, they expect me to behave like a Bantu. During style days, I know that there were girls who then later got acquainted to me post the release of the film, and they were worried that I'll be that kind of a guy that they saw in the movie, and then they were relieved to see that I was not exactly. Bantu was a little cheeky and funny and naughty kind of chap. But not that I'm all of that. I am all of that, but in a more discreet fashion. Bantu was out there in the open. So thereafter, with Raju Rastogi, people expect me to be that kind of a person. But that's not me. That's Raju Rastogi. So yeah, God has been kind. I've been blessed with some beautiful characters which have been really well written, and then I've gotten a chance to perform them. And the difference, the journey from Bantu, Raju Rastogi to Rustam has been the years. As I've grown in age, I've grown in maturity in my thinking, and though I've known things earlier, um, at a certain age you see them. It might be the same sun that you're staring at, but at a certain age you're looking at it differently, and at an age when you further grown, you look at it differently. So the maturity, the experiences added shades to those characters, and as my personality has grown with age, with maturity, those characters also get those shades of it. So that's possibly the uh, most distinct difference that I can mention.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you, pleasure, thank you.
So we were in conversation with Mr. Sharman Joshi. This is Riddhi Thakkar signing off. Have a great time and happy Father's Day. And yes, do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to AWARA KIRDAARS.